This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
This is also the era where, believe it or not, there's a lawsuit filed by the former Billy Jack Haynes against the company. And, well, he's become a bit of a, underground, I don't know if spectacle maybe is the right word, with some of his fantastic stories that he's told online in recent years. Did you ever meet Billy Jack Haynes or do any business with him?
Yeah, he was partners with Wahoo, and Ole and I wrestled him a few times when I first came to the Carolinas. Man, what a specimen he was at one time. And him and Wahoo were a good team. He was a big, strong guy, hell of a physique, had a good look. Yeah, I wrestled him a few times. I didn't spend any downtime with him, so I don't know anything about, how he was just to sit down and talk to or anything like that. It was, we met in the ring and we finished our conversation in the ring, and that was it.
Well, he's suing the company, and in the same era, the company starts to hit back. They're filing lawsuits against former members of their own Hall of Fame and some other legendary performers as well. The company's going to sue Blackjack Mulligan, the Dynamite Kid, Koko Beware, and Ivan Koloff. And I guess this is a counter-strike situation from Konstantin Kairos, who I guess had sort of made a name for himself constantly suing the WWE. I feel like a lot of times guys ask online, hey, why isn't so-and-so in the Hall of Fame? And why isn't such and such been honored on the Hall of Fame? But a lot of these guys at one point or another had sued the company, and well, the company's not exactly going to take too kindly to that, but this is the first time that I remember them actually sort of jumping the gun and, hey, we're just going to sue them first. What do you remember about some of your old running mates signing up to sue the company?
Well, I hate lawsuits. I mean, the only ones that benefit are the lawyers.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, and it's a bad situation when you start suing each other in this business. I would like to see the process server that showed up on Jack Mulligan's step and rung his doorbell. So, boy, what is that you got there? Somebody's suing me. Take that. Crack. I kind of hear the same, when all that was going on, and I was, seeing the list of guys that was, suing and what their reasoning was. And this is just my opinion. You cannot turn around and sue a company for, getting hurt when you go in the ring every single time with the knowledge that today may be the day that I get injured or hurt or crippled, and it's just part of the business. It just happens, and we all go in with our eyes wide open. And when you work for a company for a long time and you get beat up and, they pay your doctor bills and they do all the right things where you're concerned, to turn around and sue them, it's pretty rotten, and I think there was a lot of issues with the lawsuits of that time that here's the hook, and here's where guys, should be able to see through the smoke and realize that how trivial that their lawsuit is when you didn't wrestle for a company for 10 years, but in the whole time of that 10 years, you've been out working indies or other companies, or you're still working, and you claim that your injury happened for a company that you haven't worked for in 10 years. I don't know how any intelligent thinking person could say they're to blame. What about all these other matches you've had in the 10 years since you worked there? So that's where they kind of lose me on that stuff. And I just think it just gives the business a black eye. We all want to get in this business. The ones that do well, and you have a run, just accept it as, hey, I got for 10 years or however long you've been wrestling. If it was 2 years or a year or 5 years or 20 years, if you got to get up every morning and go to a job with a company, wrestling company, and earn your living that way, you had the grandest job of them all. And all the universe, it is the best way to make a living that there possibly can be. It's not like having a job whatsoever. It's working out, wrestling at night, having a few cold ones after, and do it all over again the next day. It's a grand lifestyle.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money, it's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.